400. You can see the throughput, we're now over 200 megabytes a second coming from the one server, continuing to go up. We're almost done. We've set up the scripts to simulate 500 actual streams coming from this server. So we have one Xserve delivering 500 plus my one right here, 501 streams all coming from one Xserve and all running DSL quality video. And that's tremendous. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Xserve. So that's my part for today, to show you that Mac OS X Server is an amazing Unix platform that has real Unix underpinnings for all the things enterprises are doing today on their networks. This isn't some other strange solution. It's exactly what they're deploying today, only it's done with Apple hardware, Apple software, and yet unique Apple software ease of use. It's as powerful as Unix and easy to use as a Macintosh to do all of these great things. I'll turn it back over to Steve.
So now, thank you, Phil. Now we get to how are we going to service, support, and sell these servers. And you might think, well, Apple's never done this before. Apple doesn't do anything close to this before. But you might be wrong. So here to tell us about that is Tim Cook. Tim is our Executive Vice President who runs operations, sales and support, and how are we going to service and support and sell these things, Tim?
Great. Thank you, Steve. Good morning. So I'd like to talk about both support and sales. You've heard a lot about the product features. And I'd like to first start by saying that we fully recognize that server support is really, really hard. And so as Steve indicated earlier, we've entered into this very humbly. We discovered two things as we began to look at this of why it's really, really hard. And the first is that the applications running on servers are generally mission critical. They're things that must happen. So for me, that might be taking orders, hopefully many of them, fulfilling orders, shipping orders, invoicing customers, things you can't stop. Also, there's a fundamental lack of integration among most of the solutions on the market today. And this has a consequence that's really awful for customers, which is they have more issues, and maybe even worse than that, when they have an issue, the timely response really isn't there. So with that kind of backdrop, we went out and asked our customers, what do you want? And when we asked that, we got back 7 simple kind of things. Maybe not simple to deliver, but fairly simple to understand. The very first was they really don't want support. They want products to work. Well, now this is a fairly simple thing, maybe to understand. But so we looked at how do we provide this. And as it turns out, for those of you that are using Macs today, you may not know, but you've seen the result of, we have very robust quality assurance processes in Apple. And it's because we control the whole of the solution. Our reliability testing in engineering is enormous before we bring a product to market. And maybe more importantly than both of those, our customers that are operating in mixed environments tell us that the Mac is better. And that's the ultimate test. The second thing they told us was that they want really expert technical support. Really expert. When they have a problem, they don't want to get on the phone with someone that's just been trained for 3 weeks. Now, this is not what they wanted. So we looked and to see, how do we shape up here? Well, there was a survey done in Consumer Reports, very unbiased survey. Grantedly, it's about consumers, but I think what it shows is a customer-centric kind of culture in companies. So let's look at this. The first company in the rating, IBM, coming in at 61. Compaq shortly there behind, coming in at 62, not bad. HP, maybe this is why the marriage of HP and Compaq makes so much sense. They're coming in at both 62s. Gateway, materially better, coming in at 71, pretty good. And this great competitor of ours in Texas, gaining share, coming in at 72. This is now getting really good. But look who's number one. It's Apple. 73. And take a close look at the chart. Not just good, but the very best in the support staff. Better than all the rest. And the best in waiting. This is pretty remarkable. So we feel like we've got a great foundation to build upon. The next thing our customers told us was that they wanted problems solved, not a lot of finger pointing. Well, this industry that I've been in for now almost 20 years, and that most of you have been customers in for a long time, I've seen more cartoons in this area than anything other in our whole industry. I could probably name the three guys, and you could name them too, but what happens? You call the hardware company, and the hardware company, what do they say? Go to the OS company. So you turn around and you call the OS company, what do they say? Go to the hardware company. And pretty soon, you feel like the rat in the maze, bouncing up against the walls, never quite finding the way to the end of the maze. Well, at Apple, we're fundamentally different in this regard because we're delivering a solution. It just so happens that this solution has software and hardware in it. It's been designed as a solution to do something. So we feel pretty good in this space as well. The fourth thing they told us was they wanted access to us, not 8 to 5, not the banker's hours, but every minute, every day,